YouTube, what's going on, man? I just got to watching that Baltimore Raven game, Buffalo Bill game, and I just know Monday morning, people gonna be killing Lamar about how he played, and I was kind of upset with him earlier in the game. I'm not even gonna lie with you. That interception, I don't know who he was throwing it to. That fumble, that can kind of happen because it was cold outside and the ball was hard. And it's, you know what I'm saying, it just slipped out his hand when he spent around. And then that Mark Andrews uh that fumble, man, it was a cold time in the game to fumble the ball. But I think Lamar Jackson second half, man, he had a great second half, man. And I believe it was just a few plays. But first of all, you don't want to get yourself behind like that. You know what I'm saying? You handle your business early on, and then you ain't got to worry about that. But with that interception and in a playoff game in a hostile territory where you playing in Buffalo, you cannot throw that kind of interception and you cannot fumble the ball at that time. Then after that, I think he played a pretty good game. But man, that second half, man, he was going. He was on. I'm thinking, oh, he finna win this game. They start running Derrick Henry at one time in the game. He looked unstoppable. And then it's kind of like they went away from running him again. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand. I understand when they was down and you needed a touchdown. You had 3 minutes. You had to go down there. You had to throw the ball. Boom, boom. But Lamar Jackson drove down the field, 88 yards and got a touchdown and threw the ball to Mark Andrews for the 2 point conversion, and he dropped the ball. And being in that situation, he was driving early in the game, threw the ball to Mark Andrews. He fumbled the ball. Like two big turning point parts of the game where they could have went down there and took the lead, and this 2 point conversion could have tied the game and took it into overtime. I give it up to Josh Allen. He had a pretty good game. He was running the ball. You know, so he wasn't really throwing the ball too much. You know, he was letting the running backs do their thing. I know he was doing a lot of running on the goal line. He would get the touchdown, or he would on the for the first down. He would run the ball and get the first down. He didn't have no bad game, but man, that one got to really hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted Lamar Jackson to win the game so bad because I know what Monday morning is going to be. They gonna go in on him. They gonna say see what we talking about. When he get in the playoffs, he disappear. I already seen people on Twitter talking about it, about how he can't win the big game. They uh, imposing his face with other people like James Harden and Embiid and stuff like that. And man, in that second half, man, he had a hell of a second half, man. And I don't think, somebody's got to lose in that kind of game. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen was going to be hurt by the loss, so it was going to be Lamar Jackson. And it's a narrative about Lamar Jackson about that style of quarterback or how he can't win the big game. That ain't what I seen, man. You can criticize him in any other playoffs if that's what you want to do, but not in this playoffs. I mean, even though he had the turnovers, it was real icy out there. And I watched the game earlier with the Rams, you know what I'm saying, and Washington, where they couldn't hold on to the ball and they was fumbling and bumbling all over. It wasn't with Washington. It was the Rams and the Eagles, and they were fumbling, bumbling all over the place, man. Because it was snowing outside, and it was a lot of turnovers in that game. And just sometimes the ball fall how it falls. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't go your way, and it just wasn't a night, man. At certain points in the game where you needed that play, that's where they will make the mistake. And I kind of feel bad about Lamar because that's the 12 months you got to go through just thinking about that. I know they finna be hard on Mark Andrews. And I know how the Philadelphia fans are about their football team. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore fans are crazy about, you know what I'm saying, about their team. You know, Philadelphia is super crazy. But, you know, Baltimore, I know, man, Mark Andrews got to be feeling bad. And I know things happen and you make mistakes, but his go-to guy when he passing the ball is a lot of times Mark Andrews. That's his safety blanket, and he had two big mistakes in this game. And man, I don't know what to say, man. I know Lamar Jackson is disappointed. I know he's disappointed right now, and that narrative that's for the run Monday morning. I mean, you can feel how you want to feel about it. I mean, I feel a certain way. I believe Lamar Jackson don't deserve that, man. But what he's for to get and what they for to talk about him and what they for to say about him, I mean, you got to take it. I mean, you just got to deal with it, man. You either win the game or you lose it. And when you lose it, that's what you get, man. But it's disappointing to see him go out in that kind of way. That second half he played, man, that need to be commended, man. While he was driving them up and down the field, like even on that last drive, man, them passes, them point precise passes he was making. He was a little off early in the game, but man, it was just too many mistakes being made, man. And a lot of times in playoff games like that, it hurts you. The turnover battle will hurt you. And Josh Allen them didn't turn up the ball. Something that he's prone to do his whole career. That's all they used to talk about with him, turning the ball over. He didn't turn the ball over not one time. And the Baltimore turned it over 3 times. And that's the tell of the tape, man. That's how it go right there, man. But tell me how y'all feel about it, man. I know a lot of people are upset in this narrative that they've been using. I guess it goes on for another year, man. But, man, like, comment, subscribe on my video, man. If you're a Baltimore Raven fan, I feel sorry for you. If you're a Buffalo Bill fan, y'all can celebrate the next week because y'all got to play that boy Pat Mahomes. My team, Minnesota Vikings, we sitting at home right now. But guess what? Guess what, though? Even though the Ravens lost, I put in the bet. I bet $100 on my prize pick that I picked Lamar Jackson and I picked Matthew Stafford will get their yards, and I won $300, man. So it go like that. So my night ain't too terrible, but y'all have a wonderful night, man. Like, comment, subscribe on my video. I'm out.